Calculate incident rate. The incident rate will give you an idea of how frequently accidents or diseases come up among your employees and workers as they perform their tasks for your company. Calculating the incident rate can be done as a requirement for getting permits and approvals from OSHA and the MSHA. However, it is also excellent practice to check out your incident rate as a way of improving the working conditions for your workers, who contribute much to the success of your company. A bad incident rate can also cost you in insurance premiums. Time frame. Begin with the time frame that you will use for computing for the incident rate. You can calculate for the incident rate using a month as the time frame, but you can also calculate for annual incident rates. Even when calculating for the annual incident rate, however, it is best if you have separate monthly incident rate figures, so that you can also check whether other factors such as the season have an effect on the incident rate. In some industries, employees are more at risk when during rainy seasons, or when the weather is extremely hot or extremely cold. Whether planning on the monthly, biannual, or annual incident rate, make sure that your data is available for these time frames. Work hours involved. Next, consider the work hours involved. This should include all of the hours that your employees have spent working, even if the hours were not paid for some reason. Keep in mind, however, that you should not include the paid vacations and the paid leaves, since the employees have no possibility of having an incident when not at work. One of the best ways to track the number of hours is by consulting the timesheets and the department payroll records where the time worked by each employee is logged. The data you use should be as accurate as possible. Injuries and diseases contracted. Next, do a research on all of the medical conditions and the injuries that the employees have contracted during the time frame that you are researching. Keep in mind that first aid injuries are not usually included in the list of injuries contracted. This means that minor cuts and wounds such that are directly related to the occupation and the job descriptions are usually not included. Occupational illnesses and work hours that were lost because of these, however, are included. You can use Excel to create these records. Calculating the rate. Finally, to calculate the rate, you will need to take the total injuries that were acquired during the time period, and multiply the resulting figure by 200,000. The resulting digit should then be divided by the number of work hours. From this, you should have an incident rate. The incident rate can be used not only to pass OSHA requirements, but also to ensure that your employees are safe while they work. By calculating for the incident rate on a monthly basis, you will be able to determine whether the incident rate is at a low and manageable level, or whether you need to enact administrative changes that will ensure the safety of your employees.